I'm about to expose the one ancient weapon that makes hell panic. And 99% of Christians have never used it properly. See, there's a reason Jesus said, "This kind does not go out except by prayer and fasting." Not just prayer, fasting. And if you're honest with yourself right now, you can feel exactly what I'm talking about. That heaviness that won't leave. Those thoughts that aren't yours. That cycle you can't break, no matter how many altar calls you attend. Here's what Scripture reveals about why Christians stay defeated. The demons tormenting you have feeding schedules. They feed off your comfortable lifestyle, your entertainment, your satisfied flesh. Comment breakthrough if this is hitting home, because what I'm about to show you changes everything. This goes deeper than most pastors will tell you. Daniel chapter 10 reveals that hell has strategy meetings about your life. A demonic prince fought Daniel's prayers for 21 days straight. But the moment fasting joined the battle, complete breakthrough. And that's exactly why I'm going to walk you through 4 specific fasting methods that bring absolute terror to hell. Now, the first method will shock you because it's not what most Christians think fasting is. And the 4th method, well, that's the one demons pray you never discover. But let me start with what blocks most breakthrough attempts. Method number 1, warfare fasting with intense prayer and worship. Most believers fast in silence, giving demons room to whisper lies. But Matthew 15 verse 13 promises that every plant my Father has not planted will be uprooted. When you combine fasting with aggressive prayer and worship, this creates a spiritual earthquake that uproots generational strongholds. Believers worldwide report 30-year addictions shattering in days with this approach. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Remember Jehoshaphat in his 2 Chronicles 20. He didn't just fast and pray. He sent worshipers ahead of his army. Method number 2, praise-filled fasting. The enemy destroyed itself when faced with fasting warriors who praise continuously. When Paul and Silas praised while fasting in prison, demons fled in terror. Comment praise if you're ready to weaponize worship, because this creates an atmosphere where demons literally cannot survive. Now, most believers stop here. They fast from food, they pray, they praise, but they keep feeding their flesh in other ways. And Scripture shows us exactly why breakthrough stays limited. Method number 3, consecration fasting. This isn't just about food. You fast from entertainment, social media, comfort, anything that feeds your flesh. Jesus withdrew from crowds and comforts regularly because he understood what Isaiah 58 reveals about loosing the bonds of wickedness. You're literally disconnecting from the enemy's network of influence. But there's one method that takes this to a completely different level. It's the reason Daniel received visions that exposed enemy strategies. And if you're still watching, comment Revelation, because this is where Scripture shows breakthrough becomes unstoppable. Method number 4, revelatory fasting. You fast with the specific purpose of receiving God's revelation about your battles. The enemy's greatest weapon is deception, keeping you blind to his strategies. This biblical fasting destroys his ability to operate in shadows. Scripture shows that when you operate like this, you start seeing his moves before he makes them. You stop being prey and become the predator. When you practice these methods regularly, something shifts in the spirit realm. Demons that once tormented you begin to flee at your presence. Your prayers carry weight. Your words carry authority. The enemy hates when believers discover these ancient secrets. That's why this content gets buried. If you're part of the remnant that refuses powerless Christianity, you know what to do. Here's my challenge. Pick one method and start tomorrow. The enemy will hit you with every excuse, every craving, every distraction. That's how you'll know it's working. Your breakthrough isn't coming through comfortable Christianity. It's coming through the ancient path Jesus himself walked. Tomorrow, I'm revealing the 3 biggest lies pastors tell you about deliverance, and why demons stay comfortable in most churches. Don't miss it. Comment which method you're starting with. If this just equipped you with weapons you've never had before, there are warriors in this community who fight back every single day.